Okay, so this is actually very similar to the northern area in that we start off up there and then we're dropped back down here. So we're actually very far north. Oh no, we're very far south in the map. We're gonna go back to that area that we were just in, and we're going to use that key shard to get us further through that world. Yeah, this is a very weird desert, by the way. I'm very sure. I'm pretty sure that this is supposed to be a desert. Because, you know, sand, obviously. It's not supposed to be a beach because we can't see water. That's my reasoning. I'm sticking to it. Okay, so let's just quickly get through here. Since I haven't warped at all of the enemies that we've killed, yep, are dead. So this shouldn't take any time at all to get back to where we were. Awesome. So we're going to open up this door and progress. So what other stuff are we going to be able to find? Oh, no, rocket troopers. These guys do a ton of damage if they land any of their attacks. So we're actually going to use a bomb. And we took some fall damage, which was kind of dumb. Alrighty, is there anything over here that we can do? Yes, there is. Alrighty, that was very hidden. A lot of these secrets that we're finding in this area I've actually never found before. Because my first time playing through the game, this was the first time that I actually got to this. The first time I played through this game and got to this area, I didn't really know the secret about finding... I didn't know the secret to finding secrets, which was those little squares on the ground. So in this area, I have mostly not all of the secrets unlocked yet, if that makes any sense. These guys need to die. What is up here? Alright. I need this currency to buy upgrades. We actually have so much gold for upgrades right now. It is ridiculous. Okay, you need to get out of my face. Shut up, robot. I'll heal when I'm good and ready. That is not yet. Yeah, it's funny. Those explosive barrels are in a, like... They're in a few areas, but they're not really used as area hazards as much as I would have expected to see them used. Games have this funny way of... Oh, let me destroy that guy. No, yeah, it's funny because games actually have a funny way of... Is there anything over here? Is there anything over here? No? Yes? Alright, let's keep going. Yeah, no, the games have a funny way of loving their explosive barrels, so I was fully expecting to see a lot more of them, but I just never ended up seeing any. What are you guys doing? Let's get out of the way of your terror, and hopefully be able to destroy all of you. He needs to stay out of my way. Okay, what is up here? Okay, so this is pretty cool. So as you can see, these guys that we've been seeing in every single area are in these vats. Which is very interesting, as it looks like either they're genetically created by maybe the robots or the aliens that we are. There's something going on here, which is very interesting. But yeah, this is where the story starts to connect with each other. Because at first, you're not really given that much... In the first few areas, you're really not given that much in the way of narrative. Because you kind of start out in one of the four more... I wouldn't say archaic, but the more... the simpler worlds of the other races on the planet. So we were in the cat world, so they had like little waterways, so they are advanced but not that advanced. The game comes across as more of a fantasy game about fantasy. But now we're in the sci-fi portion of the game where you find the aliens, the alien robots, and all sorts of really crazy stuff. This game kind of goes not off the rails on a crazy train, but yeah. But we're also seeing here, and I died thinking about what I was going to be talking about, but we're also seeing here, hello, and we are back. I just wanted to get back to this area because I actually died a few times on the way back, but I was saying that these guys are being genetically created, and I'm wondering if these guys are actually our race, as I can kind of see the little eyeball sticking out. And I'm actually pretty sure that is the case, so I'm actually piecing this story together live on the air. So clearly we were genetically created by this species, and whether this species are just the robots, they've got to be robots. They've got to be robots. Alrighty, so I think I figured it out. So, okay, I haven't figured it out fully. So we are clearly being created by these guys, right? And by these guys, what kind of guys are we talking about here? We're not talking about the raccoon species, because they clearly work with the main aliens? Or maybe... I'm way too obsessed with this alien idea, though. Mostly because, just like, look how big this area is. And there's 4 main species, and I refuse to believe that the raccoons took over everything. Because these are the only, pretty much, species that seem to be working with whatever is above. We know that the robots are definitely the... not the evil ones, but the ones who are on this side. We know that the frog people are not working with the robots. Or maybe just aren't. Alright, so here we're seeing a little bit more. We actually have not seen these guys yet. These guys seem a little bit more bulky. But we have seen these guys. Oh, we might have seen these guys. So, clearly we are all creations of the robots. So I think maybe the way to tell that is by the skin color of each of the things, maybe? More plot pudding. Oh, and we were also created in the same ilk as these guys, so these guys are also our brethren as well. Also, I guess we're gonna have to fight a bunch of those guys. Piecing together the story while we're playing this game. Okay. Oh. Stay away from me. Chill. Okay, so these little things that are being created are also those slimes, I'm guessing? Or they're baby versions of these guys, which is kind of cute? Question mark? Exclamation point? It's gotta be robots. It's gotta be robot overlords. That's gotta be what has created us. But clearly we are sentient and have goals and desires of our own, so... oh no. Oh no. Okay, we're dead. And that's one of the reasons why I want to keep back. And we're back from outer space. I'm not looking at the wiki, by the way. There's no way I'm not gonna cave. I've got the story pretty much almost figured out, alright? Almost all of it. Ouch. Stay away from me. Night kit? No. Okay, so... then what is the illness and the black dog about? I think it all pieces together somewhere. What would the illness be? Is the illness... okay. Stay back. I'm not going over there and just getting destroyed by a bunch of dudes. Okay. What is down here? I wanna be down there. Please. Just let me. Why do you taunt me so much? Oh snap. Oh snap. He was hiding. Oh, now we can just get down here. No problem. Looks like we're going to be fighting another boss. Great. Here is our second boss. Oh, and you know what this guy reminds me of a little bit? Maybe I'm crazy, but he kind of reminds me of... I was gonna say the bird people a little bit, but maybe I'm just reaching. I'm trying to think of who this guy could be. Actually, I remember this guy being a little trickier. You need to stay away from me. Ah, jeez. Jeez Louise. Alright, so this guy is completely down for the count. We finally took him out. It took a little bit longer than I'm proud to say, but these guys are the best bosses because there's like 4 of them, they're not that difficult, and I keep getting money for upgrades, which is awesome. But yeah, I have a feeling that they might be robots, and I'm almost certain they're robots. What is this? It's a giant metal beating heart. So yes, clearly these were the guys, and we can actually see a... Also very interesting. Here we see a robot that has been, or a robot monster kind of guy who has been taken over by nature. We haven't seen this before, but I wonder if it was the races that took him down in the first place. Again, I feel like there's one thing that I just haven't been able to piece together, because it seems like in every single instance, it's been nature that's taken the robots down, and that's pretty cool. But if it has been nature that's taken these guys down, oh, what is this? I can bring this thing up. Bam. That should be the last one. Oh, and we can actually go, I guess, fight the final boss, but I would feel like I would be ripping you guys off if I didn't show off all the other enemies here, which I actually said about the last place, but yeah. Interesting. Again, you rarely sequence break like that, because I remember fighting all of them before I went down. I'm actually going to go back to the main area because I'm going to get some upgrades before I fight any more of these bosses. So the 2 upgrades that I've been kind of having in mind for a little while is definitely getting my HP up again. So again, these ones are not flashy, but I think we have all of like the... Oh, and as you can see, this guy is actually here now. And we can actually go and almost fight the next boss. So to actually be able to fight the boss, you're going to need to get these 4 shards. So again, you can't just, I guess, fully cheated. I actually wasn't even aware of that. Alrighty, so which one are we going to go to? The first one we're actually going to explore is... Alright, so the first place we're gonna go to get an upgrade from is this guy, and we're gonna get the last upgrade he can possibly sell us, which is the last health upgrade. Trust me, we're gonna need it. Alright, so we've gotten that, and now the next thing we're gonna get is... Again, it's nothing crazy like, oh, it's not a new thing, but it is an upgrade to an existing thing. So I'm gonna go to this guy and buy the second bomb like this. And we've actually spent all of our money now. Well, all of the money that we can pretty much effectively spend. We still have one thing left. And we're gonna be going back and fighting more of these guys. But as you can see, this older dude is here, which is from the area below. And this is something that I also find interesting. This guy right here. this guy right here is a robot, and part of me thinks that he might be the secret to everything that's going on. So robots like this, and then robots like, again, this is me just trying to piece together the story bit by bit. But guys like that, and then guys who exist in here, make me think. Let me just go talk to this guy so you guys can see him a little bit better. Make me think that there are sapient robots that came down, and these guys are now just kind of existing. Whether or not he has hair, which kind of weirds me out, but maybe the races aren't fully robots. Maybe they're aliens in robot outfits. It's hard to say. I mean, why would a robot be smoking? But again, why does Bender exist? Who knows? But it's something that I'm very curious about because, again, the story of this game is something that perplexes me because it feels like there's something missing from my knowledge. Like this individual. Maybe he's wearing a mask. Maybe he came down. But again, there's beings like me who are just genetically alright to be up here without wearing a mask. Although I am wearing a helmet. But is my face covered? All interesting things. Anyway, we're actually going to end the episode off here. I know it's probably been an incredibly long one, but we're really coming down to the end of our playthrough here. So, yeah, we've only got maybe 1 or 2 episodes left, and I'll be excited to finish off this first series. But until then, I'll see you guys next time.